Alright, so we just finished drafting, finished registering my deck. I like to do that first, just get that out of the way so then I have the maximum amount of time to build my deck. And I think it went pretty well, especially for pack 2. Going in, I wanted to be somewhere in like the white-black exalted camp. Like I like drafting that deck a lot online, and the way the format's been, it was like week 1, white-black and the Mog Flunky deck were like the most obvious best archetypes. Like they're just super, super powerful, all focused on common, so it was like all easy to get, and everyone just loved those decks. And then as the format evolved a little bit, people kind of moved away from those. And going into this, I felt like a lot of people wouldn't be very experienced with drafting, so it would be kind of like week 1, so I could get like a pretty good white-black deck. And unfortunately, I didn't end up in white-black, and during pack 1, I was passing some like really good white and black cards. So with the prized elephant pick, like pick 5 or 6 or something, like I did consider switching, but then the red cards kind of kept coming towards the end, and then pack 2 especially, like I just got the super huge hookup on red. So I was pretty much locked in at that point. I think my deck ended up pretty good. Like my curve could certainly be a little bit better. But I do have 3 Mog Flunkies. Unfortunately, I don't have any 1-drops to go with them. And the good thing about getting the 2 Flames of the Firebrand in pack 2 is like all the good white-black stuff I was passing, like all the Knight of Glories, Knight of Infamy, stuff like that, all the really aggressive Exalted stuff, like I just get to light up with this card, so that's actually not that bad because probably the best cards I was drafting, like I'm pretty good against. So yeah, I don't have any 1s or 3s, so my Mog Flunkies are pretty awkward. And I do have a ton of 4s, so I'm probably gonna have to build with my curve in mind and probably shave some of these like 4-drop things. So I started pack 3 with a Prey Upon over Yeva's Force Mage. And since I had a bunch of Mog Flunkies and I had Sentinel Spiders and just like, you know, some big beefy green-red guys, like Prey Upon's definitely gonna be pretty good in my deck. And I did need a 3-drop really badly, but if my only 2-drop is Mog Flunkies, I'm not even getting in any damage with my Force Mage, so it's kind of awkward. But after I took the Prey Upon, I kind of regretted it. Like, since I already had 2 Flames and a Searing Spear, and for the most part, I would rather, I value curving out more highly than removal in this format because, like, all the creatures are pretty good, but if you're just like curving out and have an aggressive draw, like you're just gonna beat like one good creature that they have. So I think that was a mistake. I think I probably should have just taken the creature over the Prey Upon, and then thankfully the next pack gave me the same choice, so I corrected that, took the creature, and I got like a awesome gift Centaur Courser 6th or 7th or something to fill out my deck. So it looks like I have 15 creatures and 8 spells, so this is 23. I have some like scrappy cards I can play, like Mark of Mutiny, Kindled Fury, Volcanic Strength. Fungal Sprouting's not bad, especially when I have 2 Spike Bailoffs. And I took a Jam Day Tome that's going to be pretty good in slower matchups. So I could play some of those cards if I wanted. I don't think I necessarily have to, though. I think my deck might be good enough without them. I don't know, I really wish I didn't have the second Prey Upon. Want a creature instead. Yeah, that was one of the bigger choices too, but at that point I already had 2 Spiders and an Acidic Slime, and so like my high end is there, and if I was like a slower, more like ramp-based deck, then I might be more inclined to take the Slime, but I was passing like a bunch of rings and like stuff that Slime is good against. There weren't any pacifisms or anything, but there were like a bunch of Mark of the Vampires, Tricks of the Trade, so thankfully I ended up with a Naturalize, so that was good. But I think the Flunkies is better for what I was trying to do. I did take a Tormod's Crypt over a Fire Elemental because I knew I wouldn't play the Fire Elemental, and now I had the sweet Stamp Tormod's Crypt, so got a little value.